It's Kathy, the One Sweet Shop. Welcome to my channel. It's nice to see you again. I'm having some fun today. I made a video before and I showed everyone how I had put, oh boy, I need a new sheet there. How I had finished off these little resin frames that I had gotten from TEMU. Right here. And so I had been painting them, and I actually put it on a video that when I was painting them. And I painted up the little foods. I have to take some cream and like a golden yellow to it yet, just to make them look realistic. I've got the darker stuff in there. And I did the leaves, and I did some green on them, some brown, some yellow, and then some gold. So they're all done. They're ready to go, so I can use them somewhere. So I'm happy to see how these all turned out. And I decided that I wanted to mix up a few more frames, because these are not going to be enough for what I want to do with them. I'm going to put, these are going to be for my dollhouse above a mantle, or maybe in a bathroom with a mirror. Oh, that would be so cute. I'm going to put some portraits in here. And I have some little elves that I created in Procreate. And I'm going to print them out, and I'm going to put them in here. And these are going to be for like a playroom or a child's bedroom or something. And I think I'm going to put a picture of an old person, an old man or an old woman in this one here. But anyway, I used a little bit of almost a darker gold to give it like an antiquing. So first I went over it with that metallic Inca gold, and then I used this gold metallic here and just kind of antiqued it a bit to make them look like they have these darker dips and stuff in them. They turned out really good, so I want to mix some more. And what I pulled out this time was I pulled out some powders. And I want to try the powders on the frames. So I think I want to do a frame that's very copperish in here. And I might have to mix these a few times. I am not sure what this powder is for, but I'm going to try it with it. So I made some bee mixture of resin. And I got these at Dollar Tree. I'm not opening up my big bottles, just because I have them packed up right now and I don't want them to end up spilling if I open them up. They're brand new. So I want to just keep them in good shape. I hope that this, these sparkles mix in here. I'm not really sure. I've never used them before. Oh, that looks really nice actually. I don't know how it's going to work for bubbles and stuff, though. So all I've done is mix the bee in, and what it was just these little resins from Dollar Tree. We've never had a Dollar Tree. Like, we just got our Dollar Tree last year. So this is really nice seeing all these different things that I used to have to drive 100 kilometers or 100 miles for. I just love seeing them come into our store, and whenever they do, I try to buy some. Oh, I didn't bring Kleenex again. Oh, why do I always do that? Hang on, I know where there's some. I'll be right back. They're right beside me here. Okay. Alrighty. It's just because this is number B, and I don't want to mix it with A until I have this all mixed in here. I don't know exactly how much this is going to make. I'm hoping it doesn't do all the frames, because I have some keys and things here too, and I thought I'd like to do some really wonky keys and see how they turn out. I'm not sure if I have enough room here. I seem to run out of space. But if I leave this on the paper and this, I should be able to put the keys here and I'll be okay. I really should have taken some tape to this though and got the dust off. I was using this tuck tape because it works so good on cleaning up these, molds. Because the molds had little tiny drips and stuff of resin on them. And actually, I had used this, and it actually pulled all the paint off my hands, too. That's how strong this stuff is. I'm just going to get up some of the dust that's on this mold, just because it's been sitting up in my craft room for a while, and I just went up there and I just found it, and I went, oh, well, that's perfect for my leftovers. So I see a couple more little spots on this one too. I have to watch. The last time I stuck my hand to it, and when you get stuff, whoops, sorry. When you get stuff stuck to it, it doesn't like to come off. There we go. I got all that onto there. Let's leave it be. Okay, so there's B. Now I have some A, and I was really smart this time. I actually wrote it on the cups, so I don't mix everything up, right? Because I have a tendency to do that. So I'm going to mix A in. The B was the hardener, and actually that worked really well to mix that hardener into the color. This is going to be a really, really big container full. I really should have went and looked up and found some of my bigger containers, but they're up in my craft room, and I wasn't really planning to do this today. But it always seems to happen. And then I wreck my mats and all sorts of stuff. Yesterday when I was doing those other things that I was doing, I was actually cleaning my mat and taking off all of the numbers. So, yeah, that's funny. But it happens. Okay, so I'm going to mix the A and the B. This would even look really good as leaves, wouldn't it? I don't know if the dark areas are going to stand there. They might. I would also like to do a couple paws with, okay, we're going to mix this. It doesn't look like there's too many bubbles in it, so that's really, really good. I think this is going to look awesome as frames. It's such a deep coppery color. I'm going to just drizzle it in here because I want it to seep into all the little grooves that are in this frame, and this might be the easiest way to do that. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see, right? This could be really interesting. This might end up being maybe a face plate on a journal. That would look really cool, actually. So, okay, I think it's time for me to do some stretching of that one. I find that if I take the mold and I go like this, then I get all these little bits of stuff into these creases. Otherwise, it's really hard sometimes to get them to fill up. But if I play with it here, I can generally get it to fill. This one's really full. I've probably overfilled this mold, but that's okay because there's still little pieces in here that need some molding in there, and it'll be okay. I could probably scoop a little bit off and put it back in here. I only have so much time though too, right? So I'm just going to scoop a couple things off. It will. I think I'm on a slope here right now. It looks like it's all running this way. So that could be that I'm on a slope. But there, that looks like it's gotten cleaner. I'll clean this edge up here. And this one. That's okay. I'm going to be leaving these until tomorrow, because I don't think I'm making any more videos tonight. So I'm just going to leave them on the mat. Whoops. There we go. Now, I think I want to do one in here. This was a really cool frame. I don't know what these are going to look like in the end. I sure hope they look nice. I'm almost thinking I'm getting more working time with this resin than I normally do. I'm not quite sure. It's quite possible though. This is a really cute mold. Looks like it's a little off, but I'm gonna mold this one and see, because The gold one looked like it was a little bit off in its spacing. So we're gonna see if that happens again. Okay, let's do that. Just gonna stretch it. Make sure everything goes inside all the little spots in there and fills it up. Usually I go like this. I don't know what's going to happen to that pigment I've added in there. It could be interesting. My puppy's sitting under the desk here, and she's really making noise. Oh, that's really interesting. That stuff's moving around and uncovering things. Weird. Well, we're going to see what happens, hey? I am actually going to move this one somewhere, I think, because it needs to be level. It has to be level for it to, yay. Okay, she's going to live on there, and this is going to go over there so that it's level. There we go. I'm hoping that's good. I'm going to move this one over there. Okay, let's do some of these now. At least I can move that whole, I have a container, it in a container, so I can move the whole container. Oh, I think this one has a backing. So let's just pour this one in there and see what happens. I can't believe how much this wasn't even a whole bottle of the resin. This was like a quarter bottle of each of the two parts. And then the pigment. I haven't even started on the yellow pigment. So, yeah, this is interesting that it's actually making this much. I sure hope I mix the right ones together. I don't know what this glossy coppery stuff is going to do to it. Sorry, you're watching my arm. Okay, you know what? Let's make some keys because I want to make some pink frames. So, this key has a clock in it. Do that. And I'm going to get it to trail all the way down here. I found this little tool upstairs, and it was one from when I was doing lots of clay work. So, perfect for this little job. Let's get it running in there. There we go. I have to add a little more. It's not even thickening up yet, which is really good. Oh, it looks like I'll have to trim that with scissors. I made a mess. I don't think I was this neat the last time I molded these keys. I think I had slopped it like everywhere, and I had to trim everything off. Okay, where's another really cool key? There's a couple really, really neat ones. I want to do this one, I think, over here. This one has a heart, and I think that would look really cool. It has this copper color. I'm not sure if this copper is going to separate from here, you know, it might. I really do not know. I have never put a pigment into my resin. I do have colorings in jars, but I've never used a powder one. So I sure hope it still turns out, but that's okay. I'll go to work tomorrow, and when I get home, maybe something will be kind of set, I'm hoping. Oh, this one looks good. Okay, now what? I don't even know what that is, but you know what? We could do this one. Yeah. Make it follow my little tool here. Probably be better if I had a toothpick, but I think I'm out of toothpicks. I think I used them for a craft, and I don't think I have any more. Yeah. Okay, well that's working. It's going in there anyway and filling up. Yeah. Okay, a little bit more. This one has some kind of a little hanging thing, which would be good because I could hang it from a journal then. It's really interesting. I'll tell you, pouring resin is not the easiest thing to do. Okay, you know what? I think I have enough to maybe do this one. Oops. Let's try it. Let's pull my thing over. Because, boy, oh boy. To stay on camera is something else. Whoops. Get off there. It's all going to slop if I don't. There we go. It's going around. Oh, not quite in here, though. Yeah. Good. So that's pretty good, and I still have some left. What could I do with it? Well, you know what? Well, this needs a little more, I know that. Looks like it's a little hollow. Okay. So I want to make sure it's nice and thick. But I'm running out of table space too. And I have a heart right here. That, let's see if we could use the last of that up. Maybe we could layer it with the pink if there's not enough. Right? Quite possible. Wow. There we go. That's it for this reddish burgundy. I sure hope this stuff works. I don't know. I'm playing it by ear. I'm going to leave this inside the jar. It's going to dry up and I can just pull it out later. Okay, and I'm going to clean this off. And we are going to go mold. I don't know how I'm moving that. Let's get... Well, I could get a hard book, but maybe I'll just use this. I have file folders coming out of my ears. So, let's shove this underneath there. Whoa, oh no, please don't seep off. I'll end up having to trim it to no end. I'll have to get another white piece of paper. It looks like I'm going to make some gold too. But, whoops, I'll lose half of those. Just going to move this off to the side, and I'm going to be right back. I'll put it right here, because this is nice and flat. Next time I'd like to be a little more prepared and maybe have my extra table sitting here where I can do stuff on and just move it over as I'm working on it. Now, what do I have here? I can work on this time. Okay, so we're going to mix up some pink this time. There's the A, there's the B. What is this? This is B. Let's put the B in here. I only have so much left. And these ones. I've only used like 3 bottles. I think I have about 20 bottles of this stuff. So I have enough to do me for a while. So here's some more B. I think that's enough B actually. Okay, this is a little bit of A I had left in here. Let's pour it in here. And then one of them we're going to mix in there. But we're going to wait till we're done measuring here. And I usually put them in 2 separate cups because I want to see how much is actually there. So, make sure I get enough. Okay, I think I need a little more of that. So, let me tip myself. We're going to mix up the pink. We're going to do some pink. I might have to bring those keys back and fill the last of them up with pink. But I do have some jewelry ones here too. Oh, I should take my Chuck tape to that. Okay, so some B we're going to mix in with this pink and see how it mixes up. I think it'll mix fine. Yeah, I think so. I'm really happy I wrote the numbers on there because I remember doing it another time and I got them mixed up and then I mixed the wrong one in the wrong container. And I had it hardening up a bit and I was like, why is it hardening? I haven't even added the hardener. And yeah, I like how this mixes up. This is really neat. We're going to do these other 3 frames with this. And maybe we'll do a couple little flowers. Do I have some more flowers? I want to do this too today, but I'm going to make it just, it's going to be clear because I'm only doing half the mold. Actually, maybe I should put the toes. Maybe the toes should be this. I don't know. Make the toes pink, which would be okay, right? The little toe beans. Okay. On it'll be smooth on that side, but on the other side, I was going to make it clear because I'm going to add a picture to it, and I want the picture to show through. Oh, I just messed that up. I'll have to clean it. I don't want the pink anywhere else other than on the little toe beans. Yeah. Okay. It's going to be a gift that I'm making. And this is a little, it's like a keychain. And I'm actually going to make one for my mom and one for my daughter. They both lost pets this past year. And those pets are really important to them. You know, they're our family, so, okay. You know what, I think I'm going to add the pink to this one because I can add the picture on this side of the pink and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be like the back side of the paw and the front side of the paw, so it's okay. Alrighty. Let's get it going around here. I wish I had brought a Q-tip to just clean the edges up. I don't want the color somewhere else. Don't you think that would be a nice little memento? I'm going to put a photograph in the middle of this little paw piece right here. There's going to be a photograph of the pet. And then around the edges, I'm putting those tiny little resin paws that I made. And I'm going to put the name. I think I'm going to put the name either along the side here or on the top here. I'll put their names. Okay, let's drop that in there. I wonder why I'm getting a space there. It's like it's separated. Like, what's going on? Look at that. Like, is it magic? What is that? I don't know. Oh, I know what that is. Here we go. Let's do that again. Did anyone else notice that? I can't believe I did that. Okay. Okay, now I have to clean this. Okay. I wonder how much of it I lost out of there. Let's put this right here. Okay. Anyone else understand what happened there? I forgot to mix in my part A. Yeah. Da-da-da-da. The things that happen in my world, I'll tell you. Yep, I'll tell you. Okay, well, you know what? Probably those little bits around the edge are not going to matter. Let's fix this. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. I was wondering why I was running out. It's like, what did I use it on? I didn't use enough of it. Oh, I didn't mix any of this in it at all. No wonder it moves so easy in there. That's okay, because the stuff that, well, I don't know if that hardener would be even harder, and then probably not. Let's mix this baby up. This thing has a much longer working time than I expected. I really thought it wouldn't. I was looking for my muffin molds and stuff because I wanted to do them. But we're going to do this. I'm going to do those, and then I'm calling it a day. That's it for my mixing up of resin here, because I'm losing it here. Okay, let's put some of this in there. And now maybe it won't separate this time, because it'll be enough A and B together. So, oh, well, that's much lighter too, I think. Looks like it's lighter. It feels thick though. I can feel the thickness of it. I'll fix that side after. There we go. Put that in. Put this in. I have to work a little faster now. I've been playing too much. Okay. Now it's not separating right there. So that's good. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to clean this little piece off here. Okay, I'm just going to make sure it's all mixed in there good. Looks good. Now, this is going to set, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a clear layer on it, and then just leave it. That way it has sealed the pink in. But I'll pop them all out and make sure they're all clean around the edges. Okay, so now we're going to pour these frames. Whoops, what's that? Oh, that was a piece of resin. What's this? Another piece of resin? It is. Holy crony. The only thing I really didn't like about these frames, oh, this one's really overfold, is that when they poured them, they put them on a sideways angle. So when they're poured, they come out and they have, the center of them is sloped. So I have to add some of this back here. I think there's too much. And because that one there is sloped, here, let me see, I'll clean it a little bit here. Boy, this little tool is good for that. Now, okay, let's see here if I can squeeze it all into the areas they got to go in. It's really hard because there's all three of them on one here. I'm gonna scoosh this a little bit. This one seems to be too full. There. I'd rather have it over here on this one. There, that might be okay. I'll wipe that off a little bit just so I don't wreck my mat when I put it down. Okay, that one's gonna go live there. Now I took the keys away, which means I'm not making any pink keys, but I'd like to make something on here. Let me see if I can clean this with my tape here. Oi, oi, oi. It does seem to get all the resin off there anyway. Oh my gosh, I stuck my hand to it and I had it taped to my hand, and ugh, there was something else here earlier. Seems to be something inside of here. I found these at a yard sale, and someone had been using them and making something out of them. Do you know what? Let's try them. This looks like it's going to be like a pendant, which is really cute. I like it. I think it would make a nice little pendant. It's got the little hanger for it too. There we go. And this is a round pendant and this is a square one. So let's try that too. There we go. Let's make sure it's all the way around there. Now, which other one? I'd like to do this one, but it kind of looks dirty inside or something. I don't know. I don't know what's inside of there. Something. But then I can sand it. Oh, you know what I'll do? No, I won't do that at all. You know what? Let's make these two pendants, and I need a cutting board. I need a little, and you know what? It can be pink. It's okay. I need a little cutting board. This one's like a wine-shaped one, but I think I want the round one, just because I want to put cupcakes on it. So a little pink cutting board would be just fine. It wouldn't be a bother at all to have a pink cutting board. So let's get this in there. Pour as much of it that we have left here. We might have to go pull some from a frame or something. I don't know. We'll see. I think it'll be fine. I made a brown one day, and it turned out fantastic. I just loved it. So I think this pink one will be fine. Let's fill it up. There we go. Not much left in there anyway. There we go. So now I'll have a little pink cutting board, and maybe I'll take some paint and make it look like it's wood that's been coated. Maybe it's cherry wood or something. I don't know. We'll make it look like something anyway. Maybe we'll put a little doily on it or something. And then put our little bakery item. I just thought I wanted them, so I brought them down, and then now, there we go. That's it. What's this? Is there enough in here to do something? That's funny that it didn't harden up already. I would like to do something there, but I don't know what I could do it on. Well, you know what? Let's put some here, and the next time I pour, I will, I'll do a brown. I'll make a brown one, and this will be its design or something. I'll just leave this here until I pour, and that'll be okay too. It'll dry. Good enough. Maybe we can make it look like the grain of the wood or something. That would be kind of cool too. Never done it before, but you know what? Always the first time for everything. There we go. Just want to make sure it's everywhere so that it looks like it was uniform and supposed to be there when I pour the next one. Make a brown cutting board or something. It'll be like a marbling in it. All right, perfect. It's gonna be like a little marbly area. Yeah, perfect. That'll be fine. Alrighty, that's it. And that's it for today. I don't know if I'm gonna pour these. I had some gold here, but I'm almost thinking I'm not gonna use it unless I use it on these. Or some little flowers. I could do it on the flowers. But I think I'm done mixing. Yeah, I think I'm done mixing because I think I have enough that I have to worry about drying right now. Just because it takes a long time for these to dry, and I have to have them on a flat surface, and hopefully my cat does not jump on them or something and send them flying. But anyway, this is fun. We're going to make some frames. I've got my frames. They're all inside my little, on top of my tickle box here. So they're all good. And these frames I'm going to add to it too. And I think I'm going to put the puppy paw on here, because this is all going to be nice and flat. I'm going to go make sure it goes in a corner where it's nice and flat, and I don't have a problem at all with it. So is there a height there? Yeah, there is. Okay, hang on. Let me fix that. There's a little bit of a height difference here on the sides. Well, yeah. Okay. Let's move it that way then. Okay, I just want this one to be flat. I don't want my cutting board to be all wonky donkey. There we go. It's good. It's all on there. And nothing's going to be out of whack. Anyway, thanks for popping in and watching what I'm doing. I'm hoping this all turns out. I'm going to play with it a little bit more and make sure everything moves around properly. to coat everything. I think I'm going to put a little wedge of paper in the middle of this one so it goes flat. And I'll see you again. Take care. Bye-bye.